Hey hunters, welcome back to the channel. Hunting is all about precision, ethical shots, and choosing the right tools for the job. But let's be honest, some calibers are just plain terrible for hunting. Whether it's due to lack of stopping power, excessive recoil, or poor ballistic performance, not all rounds are created equal. So today we're breaking down the 5 worst hunting calibers that you should absolutely avoid. Some of these might surprise you, so before you pick the wrong caliber and risk an unsuccessful hunt or worse, wound an animal, stick around as we dive into the details. 0.22 long rifle. Yes, the 0.22 LR is legendary for plinking and small game hunting, but when it comes to anything larger than a rabbit or squirrel, this caliber is a disaster. While it's lightweight and produces little recoil, it lacks the necessary energy to make an ethical kill on medium or large game. With a muzzle velocity of around 1,200–1,300 FPS and only 1,00150 FPLBs of energy, the .22 LR simply doesn't deliver enough stopping power for anything beyond small varmints. If you attempt to hunt deer or anything larger with a .22 LR, you'll likely cause unnecessary suffering rather than a clean, ethical kill. Many jurisdictions even prohibit using 0.22 LR for big game due to its inadequate terminal ballistics. Beyond its lack of power, the 0.22 LR also suffers from poor penetration. Even if a shot is well placed, it may not penetrate deeply enough to reach vital organs, leading to prolonged suffering for the animal. Additionally, external factors, such as wind resistance, significantly affect its trajectory, making long-range shots even more unreliable. While some experienced hunters may have successfully taken deer-sized game with precise headshots, it is far from recommended and should be avoided for ethical reasons. 0.25 ACP. While it might be an interesting self-defense round, the 0.25 ACP is completely useless for hunting. Originally designed for pocket pistols, it lacks both penetration and energy transfer needed for hunting applications. A laughable muzzle velocity of around 800–1000 FPS and only 60–80 FTLBs of energy make this caliber ineffective beyond close quarters. Even on small game, it lacks penetration, making clean kills nearly impossible. This caliber was never designed for hunting, and using it for such a purpose is a bad idea. It may seem like a fun experiment, but ethical hunting requires calibers that can deliver sufficient penetration and energy for quick and humane kills. Another major issue with the 0.25 ACP is its inconsistent ballistic performance. Many of the bullets used in this caliber are full metal jacket (FMJ), which means they are prone to over-penetration without delivering enough stopping power. Even with expanding ammunition, its low energy output makes it unreliable for anything beyond extremely small pests. Additionally, 0.25 ACP rounds are expensive and hard to find compared to more suitable calibers, making it an impractical choice for hunters. 3.0.223 Remington for large game. Now, before you freak out, yes, the 0.223 Remington can take down deer-sized game under perfect conditions. But the reality is this caliber is often underpowered for ethical kills, especially on larger game. Muzzle velocities of 2800–3200 FPS and around 1,200–1,300 FTLBs of energy can work with precise shot placement, but it lacks the margin for error. While it's excellent for varmints like coyotes and foxes, too many hunters attempt to use the 0.223 on deer and hogs, leading to wounded animals rather than clean harvests. If you must use it, opt for heavy caliber bonded bullets and ensure perfect shot placement. The bottom line? While legal in some areas for deer hunting, it is far from ideal and often leads to poor results if not used correctly. Another disadvantage of the 0.23 Remington is its susceptibility to deflection. Since many loads use lightweight bullets in the 55 to 77 grain range, they are more likely to be thrown off course by wind or brush, reducing accuracy in dense hunting environments. Additionally, despite its high velocity, the wound channels created by this caliber are often smaller than those produced by heavier calibers, making a quick and humane kill less likely. Even with well-placed shots, follow-ups may be necessary, which is not ideal in ethical hunting situations. 4.0.3 Carbine. The 0.3 carbine has a cult following thanks to its historical use in World War II, but that doesn't mean it belongs in the hunting world. Its ballistics are simply not suited for ethical kills on medium or large game. With a muzzle velocity of around 1,900 FPS and energy levels hovering around 900 FPS levies, this caliber is best left to military surplus collectors rather than serious hunters. It might be fun to shoot at the range, but when it comes to taking down game efficiently, there are far better options. Another drawback of the 0.3 carbine is its bullet selection. Since most factory loads are designed with FMJ bullets, they tend to lack expansion, resulting in poor stopping power. Expanding bullets are available but still do not deliver the kind of terminal ballistics needed for big game hunting. Additionally, the 0.3 carbine's relatively poor sectional density means it struggles with deep penetration, reducing its effectiveness against larger animals with thick hides and dense muscle structures. 0.5 BMG. Alright, let's talk about overkill, serious overkill. The 0.5 BMG was designed for anti-military and military applications, not for deer hunting. While it's undeniably powerful, it's just too much for ethical and practical hunting scenarios. With muzzle velocities exceeding 2,800 FPS and a jaw-dropping 1,300 0+ FTLBs of energy, it is way beyond what's needed for any hunt. The recoil is insane, and you're not just shouldering a rifle, you're taking on a cannon. Using a 0.5 BMG for hunting is not only unnecessary but can result in excessive meat damage. It's simply impractical, unless you're going after a T-Rex, which, last time I checked, isn't on anyone's hunting tag. Not to mention, many hunting laws prohibit the use of such a high-caliber round due to safety concerns and the extreme risk of over-penetration. Another major issue with a 0.5 BMG is the sheer size of the firearms chambered for it. These rifles are incredibly heavy and bulky, making them extremely impractical for carrying in the field. Additionally, the destructive power of this round means that a single shot can obliterate significant portions of an animal, wasting meat and making ethical kills much harder to achieve. Simply put, the 0.5 BMG is excessive for hunting and should be reserved for its original military purpose. So there you have it, 5 calibers that should never be used for hunting, whether it's because of lack of stopping power like the 0.22 LR and 0.25 ACP, or excessive firepower like the 0.5 BMG. That means selecting a round that delivers enough penetration and stopping power for quick and humane harvesting of game. Now it's your turn. What's the worst caliber you've seen someone try to hunt with? Drop a comment below and let us know. And if you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more expert hunting insights. See you in the next video, and happy hunting.